Um, Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Yeah,
Nice to meet you. I'm Miss Karen. What's your name?
I'm DAYOUNG.
Hi, Diane. I guess we'll get started here. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Um, I'm going to grade 8 right now, and I went to I went to Korean schools until elementary, but I started going to English language speaking schools from middle school. And I'm going to no, I went to Windsor Secondary. Yeah,
Okay. And now are you applying to a different school?
yeah,
Okay.
SAT.
Yes.
FTA.
Why do you want to go to STA?
Because Windsor was was a very good school, but I wanted more academic challenge, so I chose SAT.
I see. Okay, great. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was your grades and do they accurately reflect your availability? So are your
Oh,
grades right now, when you look at your report card, do you think it shows the teachers or it would show the new school what kind of student you are? Or do you think that your report card um, reflects you? Does it give a real good idea of who you are?
mm, for the math this year, I think I got a very fine grade and was yeah, I was satisfied by math grade, but the other ones I'm not really that much satisfied by physical education and social studies.
Okay. So you mentioned a little bit about your academic history. How long have you been studying English for?
From when I was really young, I think I can say that I learned Korean and English at the same time, almost. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you've worked really hard and your English is really very, very clear. Um, so if you had like a day to relax, just to get to know you a little bit better outside of academia, um,
Mhm.
what would you do to relax?
I usually listen to music or or I draw for my hobby. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. And in terms of school, what is your favorite subject the most? Like, what do you like the most?
Math, because it was easy and I was able to fit into the class very easily.
Okay. And what about your least favorite?
Least favorite, actually, it's not that much least favorite, but I'll choose social studies because I was kind I wasn't really able to catch up to that class because I was learning Korean history from like 7 months ago, so it's kind of hard to catch up.
I see. Okay. In terms of like the school community, do you get involved in any like extracurricular activities that help you sort of build community with your peers at school?
Um, it was just named Windsor Secondary Ambassadors. It was about preparing school events,
Mhm.
and I once went in there and kind of helped them trying to make up the event. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So you like to be in sort of like a leadership kind of position, maybe? Is that sort of the
Um,
types of activities that you like?
um, mm, I'm fine if I be a leader, but I think I would be kind of nervous when I be a leader.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone gets a bit nervous when
Yeah.
they're in a leadership position, so that's totally okay. What, and you know, you could relate this back to your academic experiences, or even some of the extracurricular stuff that you talked about. What has been your most challenging situation that you have faced?
Mm, when I was at summer camp, when I was a little bit more younger, I was a leader of some group project, and I think it challenged me.
What kind of experiences in that camp were like really difficult?
We were making a short script or like presentation, so we needed to prepare that.
Mhm.
I think that was the challenging part.
I see. Okay. So shifting our conversation a little bit, before I hopped on the interview here, I was just doing some summer reading. Do you enjoy reading at all?
Yeah, I do.
You do. What have you read any books this summer? Are you reading anything right now? Can you tell me a little bit about your book? Do you enjoy reading in your free time?
Sometimes, yeah, when I really have a lot of time, so I can kind of get into the book, like focus on it. I read The Curious Incident of the Dog at Nighttime. I think that was the book's name. It's a fiction story about a boy has autism, yeah, and he finds out a dead dog, and he tries to find out the people who killed.
I see. Okay. In terms of like your greatest achievement, would you say that there's something that you're really, really proud of that you've, you know, been a part of? Maybe it's something you accomplished or a goal that you were able to reach. Is there something you could share in terms of that?
From when I was young, I got a lot of art subject awards. Yeah. I think I got the like 4 to 5 of them when I was at elementary, and I got one after middle school.
That's always a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, after working so hard. Okay, in terms of like what grade you're going to be going into, do you know what grade you'd be entering into at STA?
Yeah, I heard I'm going to go in as grade 8.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we kind of touched on this in terms of like achievements, but is there anything else or that you'd like to talk about in terms of like, you know, an event that you are the most proud of in your life? Or, and this could be anything, it could be, you know, something to do with academics, it could be a personal life, anything pretty much in your life that you're just like really super excited about, proud of.
I'm starting to learn guitar, and I'm not really good at it, but I just finished learning one song right now. So
that's amazing. That's really cool. How did you get into guitar? How did you choose guitar?
Usually I played cello, but it was that, you know, it's really big, so it was really hard to transport in the bus. I needed to hold that cello for 15 minutes with my 2 hands, and it was really annoying. So I gave up and moved to guitar, and it's way more better.
Yeah, it's a little bit lighter, easier on your hands. Very cool. And so is that something that you practice on your own, or do you take lessons for that?
I take lessons, and I do practice in my home too.
Very cool. Does it get loud? A little bit? That's okay. All right. Oh, this is a good one. Where do you see yourself in the next year if you had to describe yourself as a student at STA? What would what do you envision the next year to be like at STA, and how do you see yourself in the next year there?
Mm, I think I would be a student trying to make friends and fit into class and maybe somewhat nice and working activities.
Hmm. Okay, and then sort of piggybacking off of like where you see yourself next year. I know you're going into grade 8, but have you thought about what you would want to do after high school and like what you hope to achieve once high school is over and you graduate from STA?
Um, I'm probably going to college, but I didn't really chose a specific subject that I'm going to go. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to make more options and learning and studying in the school.
Hmm. So you kind of want to like explore different things that you're interested in right now and see what you like really love in the next, I guess, 4 years. That's sort of your
Yeah.
goal. Yeah, that's a good way to kind of, approach, I guess, adulthood. Is seeing what your interests are. And that's kind of what high school is all about, right? You get to kind of like dip
Yeah.
your feet in a few different things. So that's a really great outlook to have. Do you like to travel?
Yeah. I used to I used to travel a lot of places using English as I was studying and kind of good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to travel because I can see the different nature and like cultural things in the
Yeah,
countries, each countries.
right. Um, so is there a favorite country that you've been to? And is there a country that you're like really excited to travel to in the future?
Mm, not sure because I went to many of them and I can't choose one for my favorite.
Okay. Do you have a favorite like memory of traveling or a favorite souvenir that you picked up?
I have a memory. We were traveling in a summer vacation.
Hmm.
I don't remember where it was. Wait, no, it's not summer vacation. It's the other one. It was almost near Christmas, and
Hmm.
when I was at the other country, it was almost Christmas, so I needed to get my presents. So my parents gave me the present in the other country, and I thought really Santa flew away
Oh,
from my original country and gave me it.
oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
When did you realize wasn't the case?
I think it was like 1 to 2 years ago when I really realized there was no Santa in the world.
Oh, that's a really cute memory. That's very
Yeah.
sweet. Um, yeah, is there anything that you think that you want to talk about that you haven't had a chance to mention yet that you want to really make sure that we sort of discuss a little bit more into? If there's anything, let me know right now.
Mm, maybe swimming because I'm almost at I'm almost at master level in the swimming class. Yeah. Thing was right under the master one.
I see. Yeah, I got to level 12 and then I never finished mine.
Oh,
I was like one away from lifeguard and then I didn't go back. But swimming is great. I love swimming in the water. Do you like the beach as well?
can you say it again?
Do you like the beach or do you like swimming in a pool?
Pool, absolutely pool.
Pool, really?
Yeah, because I don't like the sand going into my toes and sticking on my legs. No.
It gets stuck everywhere and it
Yes.
like follows you home and it
Yeah.
doesn't go anywhere. That's true. Um, do you feel like you're afraid of like the ocean at all, like because of all the different creatures and the unknown levels of
Mm,
depth that there is with the ocean?
I'm not really in the beach, but if I really get a chance to dive and go deep, I would be absolutely scared about it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a bit much. Um,
Yeah.
that's really cool. A few more questions. Um, so a little bit shifting gears a bit. Is there anything that you can think of that you've been like really disappointed about?
Disappointed? Um,
Hmm.
like in my whole life. Not sure. I mean, I didn't had many many times I was really mad about something.
No.
Yeah.
Sad about something, something you wish would
Oh, sad.
happen, sad or like disappointed, like, you know, something you were planning for something and then it didn't happen.
When my pet hamster died when I was young.
Yeah, that's tough. How did you deal with that? And what did you learn?
Um, I learned I should never get a hamster again.
And why is that?
Because I mean, actually, it was some sort of accident. Hamster shouldn't you should not put two hamsters at the same cage, but young myself did it. So two of them
Yeah.
fought every day,
Oh my
and one
gosh,
got
really?
killed. Yeah,
Wow. I didn't know that actually. That's
and I was so shocked. It was total gore and inside the cage.
yeah. So like the other one just like ripped the other one apart,
Yeah,
basically?
yeah. It's like
Oh my gosh.
I won't try to describe it.
Well, that's like a little traumatizing. Yeah. Would you ever want like another pet like that's not a hamster?
Maybe cat, but my mom likes dog and cats, so we're still fighting with it.
Do you have a family pet, like a dog?
No,
No, that's okay.
but I have
Um,
my little brother dancing like a monkey every day.
that can that can count. Um, all right. I think we've covered most of it. I just have a couple more questions. I guess one more maybe you'd like to get into is about volunteer work. Do any volunteer work? Have you done any in the past, or is there something, an organization you'd like to get involved with?
Um, I used to like volunteer on like picking trash in Korea when I was in Korea, and maybe going to like a place that old people stay and try to visit there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. What makes you feel like connected to the elderly and wanting to volunteer in that way? Is there something that draws you to that kind of work?
Um, what what did you say, Rena?
Is there like any particular reason why you chose that as a place that you would want to volunteer, working with older people?
Oh, um, it wasn't a choice actually. It was by the whole class, but yeah, I still like to volunteer over there because it
Hmm.
was glad to see people's kind of happy faces about yeah about us.
Yeah, that's great. And I guess just one more question. Um, why do you think that STA should take you into their school? What makes you a great candidate?
Um, I moved several schools, so I think I can adapt to the school very easily, and also I'm eager at learning English subjects and other subjects as well.
Mhm.
And in my report cards, my teacher always said that I'm a very nice student. So yeah.
You know, thank you so much for taking time to chat with me today. You seem like a very, you know, studious and driven student who speaks super confidently, and you have a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
So it was very lovely to spend time with you and talk with you more today.
Me too.
Alrighty. Okay, I think that's about all we have for today. Was there anything else that you wanted to share before we end off? I'll let you sort of lead the end of our talk.
I don't have. Maybe about art still.
Mhm.
I like to make my own characters and make my own universe and play with it. I
Very
think it's
cool.
related to creativity though.
Yeah, yeah. So do you feel like you're creative and you use your creativity to solve problems?
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Great. Well, if there's nothing else, I think that we pretty much covered everything. It was a pleasure talking with you today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a lovely evening.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.